This is our final episode of the Panga Upgrade series, and we are so close to finishing this 22-foot Panga. You can watch our other episodes to see how far we've come. We have a lot to cover in this episode, including finishing the boat, towing it to Florida, installing the motor, and finally taking it out on the water for some fun. Make sure to stick around to the end for some Panga action. Until then, we hope you enjoyed the episode.
Say ta-da!
Hello YouTube! We are back with a whole new episode of Rig to Ramble. Another week of upgrading this 22-foot Panga, and you can watch our other videos about it. This is going to be part 5. What we thought was going to be a simple project of putting on this top and painting the floor and the interior and giving it a fresh new look turned into a absolute overhaul. What we had here was a bunch of fiberglass that needed to be repaired. We repaired what we could before putting down a whole new layer of fiberglass mat over the entire deck, and then we gel coated everything inside as well. So you can see all of that in our previous episodes in the Panga series. But in this episode, we're gonna get this thing rigged up with new rigging, new wires. The console's gonna be finished. We're gonna attach this top, put a cover on it, and tow it to Florida, where we're gonna install the engine. So here we go. We left off in our last episode. We had installed the console, and since then, we have actually finished it up. Asheton spent a couple late nights over the weekend getting it gel coated on the inside. And Asheton added a couple stringers for support. This is a really thin fiberglass material that the console is made out of. And we're ready to start installing everything, doing the electrical wiring and running steering cables and the wiring harness to the engine. So that's all coming up. First, we gotta attach this top. So Asheton just drilled the holes for where the screws are going to go in at the pads of the aluminum top. That's a fresh shirt you got on.
Yeah,
We're both rocking the tie-dye.
we made them yesterday.
Because we made tie-dye yesterday with Asheton's children. So this is going to be a tricky little maneuver here to put the top onto those places that already have the caulk. We only have really one chance to do it, and we cannot make a mess because it's going to be a really hard cleanup if we smear it all around.
I'm going to hold my side up. You're going to put your side on. The top's going to be like this. This front leg and these legs aren't going to be touching the boat. Get your side, lay it in there like that. You know what I'm saying? And then come over here and you're going to have to push this front leg in. Kind of just pick it up, scoot it back. Just drop it right on the spot. Watch the front leg. You're good, drop it. Have to get this front leg. My front leg. Pull it in. Okay. That was pretty good.
Perfect.
Pretty close.
See? You must have faith. Woohoo! We did it! We didn't make a mess!
Woohoo! See if I can find the hole. One, I'm going to get it all the way down. And then we're going gonna do that front one over there because I gotta put a ratchet strap on it to pull it down a little bit.
So these are the screws that we're using. They look like they're about 1.25 inch, number 14.
1.25 inch, number 12.
Number 12s.
I used a little bit smaller screw because of this weird angle that we have here, and because there's so daggone many of them.
And if you'll remember from our previous episodes on the Panga Upgrade series, we did reinforce
All that
the
solid,
fiberglass.
Solid fiberglass.
So this is solid fiberglass under each pad here. We scooped out all the foam that was underneath a thin layer of fiberglass that the Panga came with and mixed up a putty of chop strand mat and resin, and we shoved it in there, and it is solid and strong. So this top, when we say it's not going anywhere, it is not going anywhere.
And that's why these screws seem to go in easier. Because I drilled the holes a little larger than I normally would because it's going into solid fiberglass, and I didn't want a screw to lock up and break off. But you can tell when they get in there, they bite. They get plenty of bite. I didn't want to have them the whole way in because they will break going into solid fiberglass.
So we just wiped away the excess, and now Ash is just adding a little bit extra to the space in between the pad and
With 5200.
yes.
It is what is used to seal the wallets of all sailors. Cheap bastards.
Yeah.
Me included.
Alright, we've got everything installed except for the throttle shifter and the steering wheel. And we have to go get the old steering wheel. So we're gonna go do that now.
It really is a special way.
There's a special way,
But not many people know how to do it.
but Ashton, since he knows everything there is to know about anything,
Yeah. But I'm going to show you the special way that works 99% of the time. It works 99% of the time. I mean, a socket would be better. The nut's going to come right off. Steel on steel, no matter how bad it looks. God, that's a horrible wrench. Alright, I'll show you the trick. You'll never be able to pull this off, ever. Put a hammer under, and a hammer there.
there's another scratch.
Pull up.
Oh, there's a dent. Oh. This is Ashton's wrecking ball time.
Come on, it's still rusted like hell.
I think the shaft is rusted.
The shaft rusts to the wheel. Yeah, that's what happens to these
The
cheap
shaft
ones.
like moved.
There it went. Look at there. Every time. It's never not worked for me. Every single time. People fight that for hours trying to get it. A friend of mine showed me that. I sat there with a wheel puller trying to pull them off. Can't get them off. Ended up cutting the steering wheel, the shaft, and hammering it out with a hammer. And my buddy Mike showed me that. He's been working on boats his whole life. And he's like, man, I'll show you a trick. He showed me, I was amazed. Just pop right off. I mean, you can't make that up.
You're so proud of yourself.
I always do a little greasy grease. That way you don't have to do that again.
All right, Greasy. Let's get this ball rolling.
Play with small fortune. Jack, every time he cuts his own hair, that's $50.
What is that?
Jack says DIY saving strategy.
For what?
To the top of the head.
With their mobile app, tracking and saving. However you make money work, you can work with it.
This right there is a Woodruff key.
Who's Woodruff?
This guy that made this key, I guess. The Woodruff key is what keeps the wheel steady. I don't know if this thread fits that. Probably will.
You just found it in the bottom underneath
I knew.
your...
I put it down there 5 years ago. I remember I had it down there.
It was just like under the deck.
Yeah, I know exactly where it was. I remember I put that here about 5 years ago.
I'm so glad I have a hoarder boyfriend.
Huh?
I'm so glad you're a hoarder, Ashton.
Yeah, that's about a $70 cap. Edson. They make nice stuff. You need to get in there. Go in there booty first.
What? I'm going in there. Maybe I should have gone in there before you cocked it.
Oh, your butt. Hop out. I'll get in there. You obviously don't know how to get in there.
You should get in there booty
Watch out.
first.
Watch out.
I can get in there.
Good job. You made it. Hop all the way in. This is not really a door. This came off of a 28-foot regulator.
What does that mean?
It was over the electronics on this regulator that I redid for this guy. Can you get those on?
Where's my little wrench go?
I'll give it to you when it's time. You're missing one there, Harley.
I'm not done.
Up in that top corner. Okay. Everybody say bye to Carly. We'll give her the camera in there.
It's gonna get dark in here.
See if you fit.
Ashton.
Lock you in. Look at there.
And actually, you can see through. There's light that comes through the.
Through that opaque door, probably. Yeah.
It's nice. All right, we're getting ready to run the steering cable through.
You got to push. I'll pull this up. Push. Turn it a little bit.
So which way?
That way. Okay, now jump down. I'm gonna pull some more through. I need you to push it through. Okay, come turn. I can turn actually. Now I can sit up. Okay. Turn out. Turn in, turn out, turn in, turn out. Clean all this old grease off. We got battery cables, wiring harness, and a 2-conductor and a 3-conductor wire through there for the 2 bilge pumps.
And they've got to come up here to the console. Luckily, we have these nice rigging tubes. That's about the only nice thing that the previous owner put in. This is the wire cord. And we organized this the other day. Could you tell?
A piece of that 2-strand.
This looks pretty long.
That's 3.
Yeah.
That'll be long enough. Plenty long. Good find, Carly. This I came out the free pond of overhauling. Now we need a piece of double duplex. 2-strand. Here, plenty of that. I got too much now. I have stacks of this. Can you believe I buy this?
You bought that?
I know I buy this right here from a boat manufacturer, okay? They ordered these Sea-Star steering helms that come with 40 feet of number 12 wire. And they throw it away. They don't throw it away, but they sell it for, I buy that for $4 for the roll. 40 foot of marine wire. And that'd be good for the big bilge pump. So that's the 2 bilge pumps. That's really, other than the engine stuff, that's all that's going to run back to the bilge. We're putting a jumbo bilge pump as a backup pump. Putting 2 bilge pumps in this little ass boat. And I'm going to have a dummy wire hooked off of one of the float switches. So we actually got to pull a piece of wire through there too, a single piece of wire. Going to run up to the back of the spreader light switch and it'll turn the spreader light on if the bilge pump comes on. It'll be, when we get to Bahamas, we'll unhook it. It'll be a male-female connector, just pull it apart.
We're towing the boat at night, so, or during
Some of it will be
early morning
that
hours.
will cause this bright spreader light to turn on. And then I know if that turns on, then we got a problem.
Alright,
Okay.
so we got steering cable, battery cable, wiring harness. Now we just need, what do we need? Throttle shifter.
And we'll go find it.
Good morning. We're gonna do a little something different this morning before we get started on the Panga. What do you have that stick for? So if you're wondering where we are in my creative studio. And it's actually in a 20-foot shipping container that we converted. We even have a disco ball out here on our little deck. Before we went full into boat work, I worked as a full-time jeweler and I dabbled in pottery, but mostly jewelry, and the jewelry that I make is silver, sterling silver. It's kind of very much influenced by the Southwestern style, and that's actually where I learned how to silversmith. So yesterday when we were putting in the helm and the steering wheel, I had a great idea to put something into this knob on the helm because that little plastic piece was missing. So this is a beautiful Bahamian queen conch shell, and I'm going to use this inner part, the pink, to make our inlay piece to put in that knob. I have a bunch of conch shell here that's already cut up. So I figured out that the size I need is a little bit bigger than this pipe. So that's gonna be my circle. I'm gonna cut it out on the saw next. I'm gonna take it to the back, to the boat, and see how it fits, and see how much more I have to take off. Alright, we're back at the boat. It's still too big. I have a lot more to go. But we're getting there. So I just measured it again. It's really close. I just need to take off a little bit here where the green is, and maybe this next time it will fit. All right, we got the moment of truth here. We'll see if it fits.
We'll see. I can't wait to see that. That's gonna be beautiful. I'm so excited about it.
Oh my gosh.
Pretty good, Carly. You did a great job.
Awesome.
Feels good. It even has a little place for the palm of your hand with that wave in it. I think I'm starting a trend. So hit me up if you want a conch shell knob, and I will make a custom one for you for a little bit of money. So Asheton's been pretty busy while I've been working on my conch shell, and last night while I was sleeping, he likes to work till about 1 o'clock in the morning. But he finished up a lot of this wiring in the console, put in a
Massive battery.
giant lithium battery that we had.
For special things.
This is gonna power something really fun and special for us. We'll show you that later when we get down to Florida and hook that up, maybe test it out. We got our starting battery, and yeah, it's coming right along. Asheton's wiring up the bilge pumps. Today is our last day to kind of get a lot of this done, and then tomorrow we're headed to Florida. What do we have to do today to get this thing ready?
I'm getting real close to being, we gotta weld these pipes now.
We're gonna weld 2 pipes coming down to the console for rigging. So electrical wires are gonna go up there to power the lights. And an antenna, I guess, is gonna go on there.
Yeah, VHF antenna.
All right, we've got some bilge hose from West Marine, and we're gonna push it through. Got it, babe?
Yeah.
So the pipe is just gonna shoot the water right over the transom.
Yeah, just like that, and put a clamp.
This is a Panga.
That's right, that's how it works.
We don't have through holes.
And the other one, this is the one I need you to help me push through. It's gonna be kind of a bitch. Grab that. Well, not as bad as I thought. Oh, this is the big emergency pump, 2,000 gallons per hour. And this is the backup pump, or the regular bilge pump, 1,100 gallons per hour. Should come on.
Show me that little switch that's on the...
Why isn't this coming on? There it goes. The switch is right there. It's just a float switch. And that's wired. That's wired to a wire that comes back up here and it ties back into here. So when that big pump kicks on, it's gonna cut that light on. And it's just got a male-female plug. So when we get to the Bahamas, I'll unplug it. So every time that pump kicks on, the light doesn't, it's just for towing the boat over there. Just so at night, we know if we have a problem. 8 inches wide.
I left Asheton alone for a little bit, and he's been working away on the customization of this console. This is a little platform shelf
Yeah, it'll work perfect.
inside over the lithium battery, and that is where something is going to go that we'll reveal to you later. Look at your big head.
I'll mount the battery charger and the solar charger up there and run the wires right down here.
So we are doing solar?
I think so, yeah.
How is this attached to that?
I screwed it to the daggone thing. You don't see the screw in it? Somewhat symmetrical.
Yeah, it looks perfect. How's it look?
Getting there, pretty good. Got it welded up here. Be about done with this.
So we thought we were done with rod holders, but Asheton has decided to add 2 more for this. What do you call this rig?
Bent butt rod.
I'm sorry?
A bent butt, deep drop rod.
A bent butt?
Bent butt, yes.
Like your butt.
I'm gonna put them like that.
Okay. Bent butts. Is that really what it's called?
Yeah.
Why?
Put a mark Yeah. Good. Perfect.
Why is this coming off?
It's not coming off. You just want to do it. Stop. Now watch. This is the real ticket. Will we be able to get the rod? Yeah, it comes out.
You didn't know we were putting outriggers on this thing, did you? Right now we are going to put the canvas top on. We had this canvas top shrunk down from its original size. When we bought the top, it had a top with the canvas with it. Alright, so now Asheton is going around tightening it up. It's starting to get tight. Alright, so I've been waiting for this moment all day. It's time to put my conch shell in the knob. We're going to use 5200. And don't go too crazy with that. I don't want a big mess. I just don't want to get like...
It'll be fine, trust me.
Oh goodness. Oh my god.
You want it to goop out.
Oh my goodness, look at that.
It's beautiful.
You're barely going to see it because if you wipe it good,
Yeah, it's gonna fill it in.
That thing fits really
will
snug.
wipe it good. Even if it does, you can rub it right off when it cures.
Look at that. That thing fits like a glove. It's amazing.
That's a great job.
Every boat from now on that we have has to have an inlaid.
A conch
knob.
inlay? Okay, what do you think?
I think it looks so good.
Tight?
And it feels really good to know that this is almost done.
It's getting close to finished.
And in one day, we're gonna be trailering this down to Florida tomorrow at some point. And then today is, what is today? Tuesday?
Yep.
Our goal is to have this thing in the water Friday. And we're gonna take it out for a shakedown run.
I just found these right where I had before we go tomorrow. We'll put these on here too.
Oh my god, Asheton.
That way I control these bent lines straight back.
Why do you need so many?
Put it right here. Huh?
You cannot fit another one on here.
Yeah, put it right here. That way I control the bent line straight back.
How many are on here now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
These are deep.
And then you're gonna have one here
No, I'm
and
not
there.
putting them there. No. It's easier for me to weld them onto the tower.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna put them there and there. That'd be a great place to put a gaff or something anyway.
All right, we are ready to head down the highway.
Sorry. PPG paint.
We're just
And
here.
they sponsored me. They demoed it for me for free. Didn't have to pay for any of this.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
For real?
Yeah, for real.
Huh. The tank is all hooked up and Honda is sagging. We got a long journey ahead of us. About an 8-hour drive to Florida.
Probably about 12. God dang, Carly, you got the shit off.
The dogs are in the back. They got a little bit of space left.
They got plenty of room. Those old butts.
Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. I hope we make it. I mean, fuck, you got my car so goddamn loaded down, Carly. Oh, you got 300 pounds of dogs in the back.
They weigh 60 pounds each, Asheton. That's
And
like
all the stuff.
120.
You got this joker loaded down.
Oh yeah, that's all my stuff. What happened, Asheton?
Valve's still broke.
Is that the spare?
No, yeah, I'm putting a flat tire on probably.
I don't know, you just pumped it up, looks like.
No, I jacked the trailer up. This thing must just be, it's just crap. It's old.
Oh man.
What it is.
What happens?
It happens, just like Forrest Gump said. That's what happens. That's these dogs. They're about to go make a shit happen in this big field. Go on over there.
I can't walk around because my shoe's about to break.
Take your shoes
I
off.
have a flat tire too. Where are you going? Are you like the pit crew? Never seen this technique before.
Much quicker than tightening each other. That's because people are dumb. People don't know how to do this. People sit here and tighten and tighten and tighten and tighten. Just let the wheel do the work.
That's just at a whole nother level of grumpy. I'm going in the car.
Now I got Bob fucking air.
Well, we made it to Florida. Ashton's already back there with some sort of contraption that he's hooking up to the tree in the backyard. So we got in last night at like 4 a.m. We got 4 hours of sleep. And now we're ready to start our day.
No, we're not. I haven't had any coffee.
Oh.
Carly's got her coffee.
I already prioritized. Ashley just ran out here and just started rigging up the tree. Look, we have more boats here.
I got my strap up there and it didn't make it all the way through.
So you climb up those silks and you get it.
Oh yeah, you go ahead and do that.
I could.
It's just because of all the Spanish moss.
Yeah, we gotta hold some of that out. Wow, look at you. You got it. So what is the plan?
What's this called? This is called shade tree mechanic. See? Mechanic, shade tree.
So the plan is to use
Back
this
the
tree.
pontoon boat up here
This pontoon boat has what we need.
and take my motor off the pontoon and put it on the bank. Pretty simple plan.
The pontoon boat has the engine that we're gonna use on the Panga. So we're taking it off the pontoon with the tree and putting it on the Panga. That's the plan. I can't believe we drove like this. Look how squatted this car is.
I'll get a rope out of Honda.
The motor's ready to come off.
Come along the back here, G. Come on. about an inch of the transom.
Stop!
Just gotta pivot. Black racer.
It just slithered right past my feet.
Not hard, not easy, kind of in the middle. They are. They do.
We got a lot of bugs that landed on the console while we were driving. Alright, here it goes, it's on. So this is our little surprise. This is why we made the shelf in the console.
This is stupid. They got damn 4-gauge wire going to a piece of 8-gauge or 10-gauge.
Do you need?
This thing only draws like 40 amps. There's no reason to have that massive
Do
wire.
you want different wire? I have
I
some.
have brought some.
This is an air compressor, and it's a hookah system for diving.
Dive compressor.
It's called the Hookamax. And you can use up to, did you just cut yourself?
No.
You can use 2 hookahs or respirators at once on this, right?
Yeah, up to 2, yeah.
Okie dokie. Put her in.
Let's hope she fits in.
Hopefully it fits. You might need to take that handle off.
I measured it, it ought to fit. Yep, fits perfect.
This thing is getting to be so cool.
I'll tie it through the shelf.
Look at that boat.
Huh?
Looking good.
Yeah.
Alright, I'll see you over there. Have fun. You made it! It's our first Panga ride. Hey, yo. We are going to the concert,
By boat.
the Steely Dead concert in Stuart, Florida. We just put the Panga in, Ashton already took it for a little spin, and now we're headed out.
buddy over there?
This is our last episode in the Panga upgrade series. We have come so far with this project in a short amount of time. The end result has exceeded our expectations. We hope you enjoyed coming along for the ride. We can't wait to bring you with us to the Bahamas where we can really put the Panga to the test. As always, we hope you'll like this video and subscribe to our channel. We always look forward to reading and responding to all of your comments. You can check us out on Instagram at Rig to Ramble for daily updates and see what other projects we are working on. We will see you next time on Rig to Ramble, where adventure runs on elbow grease.